You've trained so many wrestlers, and one man that you've trained is absolutely on top of his game now, Roman Reigns. How proud are you of him, and did you expect him to reach these levels?
Okay, yes. Yes, I expected him. He's a second generation. He's a fine young man. He is very respectful, very humble, very quiet. But I didn't train him by myself.
Hmm.
I influenced him because, and I try to make it perfectly clear for all the credit I get for all of these people that came through FCW when I owned it and ran it.
Yeah. Hmm.
I wasn't the only one teaching.
Sure.
I was a mainstream teacher. Don't get me wrong. Okay.
Go ahead.
What I was explaining is that would be great. I'd like to pat myself on the back and claim all the talent that came through me.
Yeah.
But I believe in telling it just like it is. And then what it is you don't learn from one person. You learn from an experience through a lot of different people. Dusty Rhodes, to me, was one of the greatest guys on a microphone and promo. He was teaching their promo skills. Dr. Tom Pritchard was one of my trainers. Norman Smiley, one of my trainers. Billy Kidman, one of my trainers. And so there was a montage of really professional people working with me, but we all got along and we were all on the same page.
Yeah.
I spent more time teaching them about life and dressing room because I've had students say to me, says, well, how many moves can you teach me, Mr. Keirn? Dean Malenko knows 1,000. I said, well, I can teach you 1,001, but how many of them are you going to use? I mean, you got to be realistic. What I'm going to teach you is how do you survive? You're a minnow in a sea of sharks. How are you going to swim? Are you going to be in that dressing room and think, well, being quiet's a good idea because I'm not bothering anybody? Then somebody's going to think that's mistaken for cockiness and arrogance. He's quiet. He won't talk to nobody. Okay. Or are you going to be loud and try to get attention? Are you going to go in the bathroom and take a crap and not flush the toilet, and then the undertaker walks in there and goes, hey, who didn't flush the toilet? Are you going to make the right choices? Are you going to be the person that people want to work with because they like you and they're going to make you look great because they like you? Or are you going to be that person they're envious of and jealous and they're going to want to knock you off or make you look bad? You have to understand there's more to learn in the business than movement. And with Roman, when I saw Roman, I looked at him. He looked like a movie star to me. I mean, the guy looked like some kind of movie star. And he had a great body. He was a football player, an athlete. And I said, this guy's going to make some money. This guy is going to make some money. But his dad was a wrestler. That I went through a lot of second generation wrestlers. Some of them were third generation wrestlers, that came through. So with that being said, there's an advantage when you're a second generation wrestler. You watched your dad.